Hi, today we're going to do a Mexican-inspired grilled pork tenderloin. And to start, I'm going to make kind of not really a dry rub, but more of a spice paste for the pork to marinate in while I'm waiting for the fire to get ready. We're going to start off just a little bit of onion, and then a good amount of garlic. I've got 4 cloves here. Okay, we've got that all peeled up. With onions and garlic, really, the smaller you cut it, the more flavor you get out of it. So I'm going to go over this one more time with the knife. And then all of this is just going to go into a plastic bag. Next thing that's going to go in is a little bit of fresh cilantro. And you don't have to worry about stems, this is just a marinade, so just give it a rough chop. And that's ready to go in the bag. Then we're going to do the zest and juice of about 1.5 limes, and I'm going to save the remaining half a lime to make a guacamole later. The zest is the outer green part. Don't get any of the white, that's really bitter, and there's a lot more flavor actually in the zest itself than in the juice of the lime. And that'll probably do, and I'm just going to give it a once over with the knife just to break it up a little bit more, get those oils coming out and into the bag. Next we're going to do some of our dry spices, some cumin, and some. And I'm going to use chipotle chili for this. It's a good one on the grill. It gives it kind of a smoky flavor. It's got a little bit of heat to it. I don't need that shaken like that. That's better. It's a whole tenderloin that we have to do that for, so we don't want to be too skimpy. Add a little bit of salt. Some fresh ground pepper. And then I said this was going to be a paste, so we're going to do a little bit of olive oil. I just like olive oil. You can use regular oil. And then the juice from the limes. It's a good idea with a lime, when you're going to juice it, give it a little roll on the table. Helps break up some of the individual little pods of juice in there. And with all the zest that's in there already, the juice just helps bind everything together. And give that a quick mix. And in goes the tenderloin. And again, just sort of massage that in. If I was going to let this marinate for several hours, I would do it in the fridge, but since my fire is almost ready, I'm just going to let this sit for a few minutes on the countertop while I get the coals spread out. Okay, we're out at the grill. I'm going to grill some onions up with this as well. It's going to go well in the tortillas with the pork. We have the pork coming out of its marinade, and right on over. I use a medium to hot fire. This is going to be a pretty quick cooking piece of meat. Okay, that seems to be pretty good for one side. Let's give this a flip over and see how it's doing. Getting those good grill marks on there. Now that I've gotten this seared on all sides, I'm going to move it off the direct heat and close up the grill and sort of let it roast. And we'll check on that in a few minutes. And there we go, it's over 160. Anything over 160 you can go ahead and pull it and let it rest before you cut it. And I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And I'm just going to cover this with a little foil so it doesn't get too cold while it's resting. This is one of my favorite things about grilling tacos, is actually warming up the tortillas themselves on the grill. We're really lucky here that they make fresh tortillas right in the grocery store. And this is almost sort of a test for whether you've got a good tortilla or not. We'll put it on the grill. And you can see they blow up like a little balloon. As they get hotter, there's some steam forms inside and they just blow right on up. Hot! And that's it. Well, I think we're ready to slice up the tenderloin and put together a taco. Start off with one of our grilled tortillas. And so we'll pile on some of our pork. Now I'm going to do one more slice. And then I sliced up the onions that were on the grill. A little bit of fresh cilantro. I like to put the guacamole right in the taco. And then you can see one of our other videos for salsa roja and green salsa.